Starting this video off right. Woo, fidget spinner. I hate myself. What's going on, you sloppy esophagus? Oh. Sometimes I don't like myself. So what is going on, everybody? It's Jacob bringing you the 10th vlog. We are officially in the double digits for the vlogs. And I'm actually quite excited. Really, very am. Because, like I said before, I never thought I would get up to double digits. But here I am, pushing vlog number 10. 10 more from 20. And then 10 more from 30. So we're just going to keep this thing rolling. Oh, that was cringe. Jesus Christ. I'm just trying to stay relevant. Shut up. I was actually sitting here today thinking of what I should talk about for today's vlog, and I was going through all these ideas, all these things I could, just whatever I could think of, and I decided, hey, why don't I just take some of my CDs, show them off to you, and explain why I listen to them and how music, I guess, is a big part of my life. Now, I would go through all of them, but that's a lot of CD cases that I have. So if you guys want a part 2, leave a like and comment down below. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, 4 CD cases that I have of different bands I listen to, basically explain why I like them and how they've played a big role in me growing up. And I hope you guys do enjoy. Alright, so the first band I'm going to talk about is Avenged Sevenfold. Been listening to these guys for quite some time. I think I started listening to them when I was 13 or 14. They've been around since 1999, but I didn't officially start listening to them until about 2007, 2008. And I believe the first song I heard was Almost Easy, if I remember right. I could be wrong, but... And since listening to them, I have loved their music. I have all their albums now. I mean, every single one, from the first one to the last one. First one was Sounding the Seventh Trumpet. And this is their newest one, The Stage. It's really good. I mean, it's a really good album. And I've just been listening to them ever since. It's actually how I met some of my friends in school, was just because of their music. The lyrics are great, and all the members have, excellent personalities. They've been going strong for a long time, even after the passing of their ex-drummer, Jimmy the Rev, RIP. Which, talking about that, the first time I ever heard that, I actually really broke my heart, because, with him, he made, I'm not saying he made the band, but, he made it feel complete. Just the sound he produced when drumming. Not saying that their new drummer now is ass. It's just, seeing them now without him, it feels weird, but I actually made a really strong connection with Avenged Sevenfold. Just the way they sound, the lyrics of their music, and the music videos. Some are really crazy, but really good. But Avenged Sevenfold is definitely one of my top favorite bands. I have yet to see them live. I know they came to Iowa, I think in 2011 for Laserfest that year, and it was in Indianapolis. Or was it Indianola? I can't remember what it's called. And I got to miss out on that. My sister did get to go, and I was very jealous because they were playing, but and I know they were also in Iowa recently, but I couldn't go. I can't remember why I couldn't go, but kind of upset. So hopefully they do come back around so I can see them. Second band I will be talking about is The Devil Wears Prada. Now, I didn't actually start listening to these guys until my senior year of high school, which was 2012. And they've been around for quite a long time. Not as long as Avenged Sevenfold, but they've been around, I'd say, for a good 10 years or so. And the first song I heard by them, what was it? I think it was Des Moines, or it was Don't Dink and Drance. I can't remember which one it was, but and these guys actually took me by surprise, because I had no idea for the longest time that they were all religious, which me personally, I'm not religious, but, respect to these guys for, following something that they love and then creating this kind of music, which, it just baffled my mind. It really did. I had no idea. Oh, that has a disc too. Huh. But anyway, this one is their album Plagues, or however you want to say it, in 2008. Really good album. Their music now, I still like their music now. They actually do have some new songs out recently, which are pretty good for the time frame it's in and for the kind of band they are. I really wouldn't say they're more metalcore anymore. They kind of almost gone down the path of bringing the horizon with switching up their style of music, which if you're a true fan like me, it don't bother me one bit. But their old music is still by far my favorite. Like seeing their name and the album cover, it actually really takes me back to my days of riding the bus to school and whatnot. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. Yeah, I rode the bus to school when I was 18 years old there for a little while. That's a different story. But I would just hop on the bus, throw on my earbuds, and then I would jam out to Devil Wears Prada. So that's why they're my top favorite bands, because they entertain me to and from school. So that is why they are one of my favorite bands. Third band I'm going to talk about, and hopefully some of y'all don't get triggered, but if you do, I really don't care, is Attila. Came out of Georgia, been a band since, I want to say 2004 or 2005, and these guys are really the definition of I don't care. But that's why I love them. I love their I don't care attitude. I'm going to do what I want, and if you don't like it, no, there's the door, kick rocks. They're a very, very energetic band. They're considered party metal, so it's basically metalcore, but it talks about partying and I don't care. Like their slogan, their like logo probably should be a big middle finger, because that's literally their attitude. But that's why I like them, because they have that I'm not gonna cave into your hate. I'm not gonna listen to what you say. You don't like what I do. You don't like my music. You don't have to listen to it, but please leave. But believe it or not, Franzella actually likes the haters. Yeah, he likes that, because it's not the fact that they're hating on him. It's because they know who he is, and they've actually listened to his music. So he very appreciative of that. But I do like his attitude, and I'm not saying that's the attitude that I follow, but I kind of follow the part of I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna do what I like, and if nobody likes it, sucks to suck. But that is one of the reasons why Attila is my favorite band. I actually didn't discover them till probably 2013, late 2013, early 2014. I discovered them before the album Guilty Pleasure came out. Actually, one of my buddies named Dylan, he showed me the song Party with the Devil. It's actually the first song I ever heard. And from there, I just fell in love with the band. And the next thing you know, I ended up buying About That Live. And then I bought Guilty Pleasure. Now I have Chaos. Missing 2 more albums, though, like actual physical copies. Technically, there's 2 previous ones, but you can't buy actual physical copies of that time frame. You can only buy the MP3 downloads, which is kind of upsetting, because I really like to have them as CDs, because I think it was from 2007 to 2008. It's when they had a different style of singing. Like it was almost kind of deathcore-ish maybe, because there really wasn't many clean vocals a part of it. But so for physical copy wise, I'm missing 2. And then I'll have them all. But if I wanted to actually legitimately say I had all their music, I'd also have to buy the MP3 downloads of their first 2 albums, which was Fallacy and Soundtrack to a Party, which are really awesome if you're into the whole, I guess, older style of metalcore back then in the early 2000s. But my personal opinion, great band. I love the message they give. But yeah, all in all, really great. And the fourth and final band that I'm going to talk about today, and probably one of my, I would say, all-time favorite bands, is Of Mice and Men. And when did I discover them? I discovered them, I want to say it wasn't in my early teen years, because I know Of Mice and Men became a band in, I think, 2009 or 2010, but I didn't discover them, I think, until like maybe 3 or 4 years later, and I am very happy that I discovered this band. And one of the really big reasons why I like this band is because of their ex-vocalist, Austin Carlisle. Dude's a trooper. I mean, the guy is a freaking soldier. Uh, I one thing I didn't know was he's also very religious. Didn't know that for the longest time. But like I said before about the Devil Wears Prada and those guys, I respect it heavily because I love their music. And Austin is just a soldier because he has what's called Marfan syndrome, and I don't really know much about it. I probably should have looked it up before I made this video, but basically, it's not something you can cure. Like, I can't remember what the ratio was for people getting it. It's very slim, but I mean, if you do have it, there really is no cure for it. You kind of just have to get by. He's been through a lot of surgeries. Actually, just recently, for the past 8 months, he's been in surgery with this. I don't want to call it a disease, but that's really the only word I can think of. I mean, in my personal opinion, it's a disease because he's a great guy, and it just sucks to see him go through all that. But right now, he's currently in physical therapy, and for 8 months he was in the hospital and all that. And I respect that because from what I've read about him and what he's told is there were moments of being with the Mice and Men just on stage and just headbanging, jump around that he could literally just like feel his body tear, and that's just mad respect to go through that and still stay on stage and just perform and entertain the fans. There have been times where they've had to cancel shows, but he actually left the band, I want to say sometime late 2016, and it did make me upset, but I understood why because of what he has going on. He's still making music, and but like I said, he's currently in physical therapy, and he's walking around a little slow, but he is walking around. But that is one of the reasons why I really fell in love with the Mice and Men, just knowing that he has gone through all that and he just kept going, and he went on to make 5 or 6 more albums with the band until he finally departed. That's tough. I mean, that's like mad respect for that, and that's why I love them. I mean, I'm listening to these guys constantly, whether I'm in the car, here at home, gaming. I mean, I just love Mice and Men. And a little fun fact, I don't know if y'all knew this, but he was also with this band. If you don't believe me, boom. You see him? Right there. That's him. Didn't know that for the longest time. I was like, wow, that's crazy. I heard of Attack, I think, before Mice and Men. And then I kind of I put two together. I'm like, wow, these guys really sound familiar. So I looked him up, and sure enough, he was in Attack. So that was pretty cool. But, so yes, I chose of Mice and Men last because looking at the timer, I could tell I was going to talk about it for quite a bit because they're legitimately one of my favorite bands. I mean, I love them to death. Their music literally gets me out of any mood I'm feeling, except for happy. If I'm happy, I say happy, but like if I'm feeling down or if I'm feeling upset about something, I just throw on some of Mice and Men and boom, I'm cleared. Day's going great. So if you not have checked them out, I'm sure a lot of you have, but if you haven't, please check them out. I mean, great band, really great band, good sound, and even now with him gone, and I think it's Aaron, I think is his name, Aaron, taking as lead vocal, also playing bass, he sounds really good too. They've actually released a couple new singles not too long ago, so go check them out too. Really great. I'm talking 100% good. I'm going to do it for the vlog today, guys. I really hope you enjoyed me sharing some of my favorite bands. Like I said, if you want to see more of this, I can do a part 2. Just let me know in the comments or leave a like, and I will definitely make that happen. I will see you guys later. I probably won't do that again. I'm pretty sure that was very creepy. I'm sorry. I'm just going to go. This is disgusting. Bye.